ready? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bonus Time. Happening a little late. Do we give them the inside baseball? They love the inside baseball.
I mean, this bonus time should be called Inside Baseball.
You motherfuckers. This is late. On Monday, Dave has an emergency doctor's appointment. What happened to you?
I've been feeling like a weakness in my arm lately.
Daniel
Bryan.
It's not his masturbation arm.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. And I've had that before. I don't know what that is.
It's the remote arm.
Is it?
Yeah, I have a really big remote, so that's the...
I'm ambidextrous.
The next day, Henry had an appointment, and nobody
my
told
brain doctor.
We didn't know until day of, and then the next day, there's a power outage in San Francisco, and like there's no access to the computer, and then we have to stream, and then so it's a little late. We're sorry, but everything should be going up. Everything should be up by Wednesday evening.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know it now if it is or
like
not.
Three extenuating circumstances in the row. All of which each of us are individually responsible for.
But
I don't know why you guys are making me responsible for the power outage.
Yeah.
Because that is fucking
Well, it's
bullshit.
just to pass around the blame.
I wanted to share a story.
Well, you plugged in multiple Hitachi wands at once.
Oh, fuck! That we did that on that PC Gamer podcast.
What?
Plugging in Hitachi.
Oh no!
wands.
Well, it was a fucking. We were playing a
testing
quiz,
a surge protector,
and it was a shocking wand, but for sex. That creates an electrical shock.
Belonged to Logan, I'm guessing. Okay.
He was the one administering the shocks. I don't know if he owned it, but
Okay.
it was very weird in that like nobody thought of discharging basically a light taser shot repeatedly over and over might mess with the audio equipment. And not only did it mess with the audio equipment, if we held it like 2 feet over an iPad, like I'd never seen an iPad. It looks like a CRT television.
Wow.
Don't do that. More inside baseball. I wanted to share an awful story that happened
Oh boy,
to
I
me
haven't
this
heard
week.
this.
Well,
this is weekend time. Right?
Weekend time. I love my girlfriend for many reasons. One, she gets me to do things I would never think to do, and I've never been to Fort Funston, a beautiful area of San Francisco down by the beach. You ever been?
Yeah, They walk a lot of dogs there, right?
They do. It was crazy with dogs.
I've got friends with dogs, and like I've walked with the dogs, and then
they looked like we were nuts because we were riding bikes up it,
Yeah.
but we saw more of it faster. So there, and then I get to a point like we're at the top. There are fucking hang gliders over us. It's like a really weirdly beautiful sequence.
Wow.
And then I see this fence post and a clear divot where people can walk down and stand with no restraints up against the cliff face, which is like 40 feet high.
Whoa.
And I'm like, this is going to be an awesome picture. I'm going to do it. And Heidi's like, she's pulling her Marge Simpson. Don't do that. I'm like, no, gonna do that.
She worries about people.
And I step down, and it's like a long step down in sand. It was a little rocky, a bigger step than I should have taken. Not only does the second my foot hits the ground, my iPhone goes completely dead, and should have had like 34% charge. My pants split in half from the button to right down to my inner thigh. Opening up and showing off my boxer briefs, and I am in the middle of nowhere.
Wow!
In the middle of nowhere, and then like Heidi's like, "Oh my god, it would be totally okay with me if you wanted to go home right now." And I'm like, I don't really care. Like the only reason I stopped showing my dick and balls to people was to not get fired. I still think it's funny.
dick and balls.
Dick and balls. Vince Scully describing my junk. But so I'm riding. So we get back on the bike, and she's like, "Let me ride in front of you." There's all these women around, and like my pants had split before, but there was no hiding it. And then the second I get on my bike, the fucking dick nose of the bike lifts up the junk out of the hole. It was nothing I could do because I wear slimming pants, and it's just my dick is perfectly formed and shaped and shown. Thanks to the bike seats, and and we're in the middle of nowhere, and I can't look for stuff on
nowhere to buy new pants.
And so what we figure is that there's a mall near here,
right?
So we have to go. The last time I was at this mall, I bought Rock Band 1.
Wow.
What's that mall over towards? I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Well, I don't know the beach area.
2 malls.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in forever. Don't know where anything is. And
are you walking around just holding your pants together?
I think it's Heidi's walking in front of me because she's like, because I don't know. I get it. If you're a lady, like you would just go home and hide your face in shame. And like I think this is hilarious. So I walk into like the first store I see, which is the goddamn Gap, and with my hands on my hips. Sir, please show me to your jeans section. And none of them thought it was funny. None of them thought it was funny. I get in there and I'm like, I tell the security guard, I'm going to go in with these pants, and I'm going to come out not wearing these pants and pointing at my junk. Again, not funny. That like, come on, laugh with me, help me out here.
Well, I don't know. They probably have to deal with like real exhibitionists who aren't joking around, who just want to show them their dick.
And like, it sucked. There was a huge fucking line.
All beta breakers.
It was a huge line at the fucking Gap. And I'm
to try and close?
No, to get to
out?
pay. And so I get there, and like, you know, it's one of those lines where everybody is annoyed. Everybody's annoyed, and I get up there, and I'm like, I'd like to buy, point down, these jeans. The champ is here. And the guy's like, you're gonna buy? You're wearing the jeans you're gonna buy? And I'm like, yeah. Is that gonna be a problem? No. And so it turns out,
what
the scanner is on the inside of the pants.
Oh,
so somebody had to reach around to, like.
Wow.
And not
Could
only
you
that,
not have just picked up another pair of the same and brought that to the register?
We did, because like we couldn't find the price, but it's like, I don't want to go back to my pants that show my dick.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. And this is like hours, like whole breeze on my dick. It was a while. It was a while, and then he's like, no, it's the security tag I'm most concerned about. I'm like, what's it? Oh, the thing on my ankle. Can you just take that off? Like, every security tag thingy is embedded to the counter.
Oh,
and
did you lift up your leg?
They had to go back behind like in the back room and get the old handheld security remover with like manager's permission. And so for the first time in the Gap, it felt like being a real tailor. There's like two people scanning codes on me and like messing with my cuff. And yeah, it was.
Did you give them a tip or something?
I wanted to, and then he rung up the jeans, and I always buy my jeans. Little trade secret, Old Navy, made by Asian lady slaves, and never more than $20.
Yeah, that's
never fit all that well.
Never fit all that well. I believe John Oliver said people who wear Old Navy look like tacky murderers. But you wouldn't know it. I think I wear it well, and I don't even mind that the jeans split open in the front because they're $20, and I deserve that.
They probably have lasted you a while at this point.
Those, not so much. I really like them. They were my black jeans. I don't have another pair of black jeans. And I forgot.
How much were the Gap?
Jeans. Oh, how much were the jeans, you ask? $80. They were 80.
I've paid about that much for jeans.
But I left my house on my bike with sandwiches
sale.
that my girlfriend and I made. There was no inkling that
You
we were
weren't ready to
going
spend
to drop
anything
$80. And by the time all this has happened, we're hungry, and we joke about, we could go eat at the fucking Olive Garden, because, you know, we're the kind of people who shun stuff like. We eat garbage constantly, but like, I'm Italian.
Where do you get
I'm Italian. I grew up with Italian food. Olive Garden.
But when you go there, you like family.
You like
Did
family.
you make fun of your dad for enjoying Olive
My
Garden?
grandfather loved Olive Garden. My grandmother did not. She did most of the cooking, and now you know why. He was the guy who just likes to eat shit all the time. Grandfather loves the Olive Garden, and it's like it's way later than we think. We're starving, and so it's like, yeah, let's eat at the fucking Olive Garden. $50.
Whoa,
$50.
That's supposed to be cheap.
And
For
then,
two people or one?
for two people.
That's not bad.
It's not
Okay,
bad for
that's
San
not
Francisco,
bad.
but it's still like we
Yeah.
brought our own sandwiches and everything. We joked. Oh, and I had to charge my phone with broken pants at the Apple store because I had charged it before I left, and my phone's like a 5C and is now in that Apple status where like it. You got 35 battery life.
Oh wow.
So wait,
I'm not ready for
was
that
the
to
Apple
happen to
Store
mine.
on the way to the Gap, or did you just feel a need to charge your phone?
I charged my phone at the kiosk, like right after that, and then we go to the Olive Garden, and then we get out, and nice Grim's like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, we're actually almost in your neighborhood. We're gonna, and I meant to say that because like 510 Brother Panda and Latran were playing Monster Hunter at a cafe, and I went by there. You guys were not there, but that's what happened. I didn't have a phone, and that's why I couldn't message you guys, and that's why. Yes, but I did go by eventually. My phone just kept going dead. But we were leaving, and Grim's like, why don't you stop by our neighbor? And I'm like, I hadn't planned on that. Seems nice. Have a drink with Grim. And then it starts raining. And because I was out hours later than expected, I have a short sleeve shirt on, and it's freezing and raining, and I'm standing outside the mall about to leave. I'm like, I have to go. I have to go buy a jacket. I bought a fucking jacket, a fucking pair of pants, and fucking Olive Garden for like a total like at least $150.
Yeah, I was
dropped
so.
that I did not want to drop at all. I'm fucking pissed about it. Fuck that shit. But at least I got to show my dick in public. You guys got to do that this weekend.
No. Well, a quick story about my weekend. On Thursday, I saw Magic Mike XXL with Carolyn, Diana, and Brett, all previous guests on the Laser Time Network. And Brad and I hadn't seen it yet, and number one, let me tell you, it is weird to go into a movie theater with 95% women. Like,
Exactly, women.
don't think I've ever and women who are ready to have a good time and who are ready for fun. And so yeah, but Carolyn was right when she told me beforehand that it is definitely a celebration of sexy men, but it's also has a really like nice message of believing in yourself, making your own way in the world, and also like just
Turning the world on with your smile.
and being super positive to women. There's never any negativity towards women. It's just all
their
about
movie.
making women. It's about making women feel good at every turn. It's about making women feel good. There's this one scene early on that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Also, like I think his name is Joe Camacho, but the main dude,
The President in Idiocracy?
okay, there's just one guy in it who he's incredible. Like he's my favorite actor in it, and he is challenged. So the guys stop at a gas station on their drive from Tampa to Raleigh, I believe, or no. No, that beach in North Carolina, that famous beach in North Carolina. I forget the name of it, but anyway, and they have a stop in Jacksonville, by the way, and it was crazy seeing like the Jacksonville beaches, like that's totally a Florida beach. But anyway, so they stop on the way there at a convenience store, and inside is this woman, and it's just this this kind of homely woman at the counter working there, and they then challenge him to do a private dance for her and make her smile. And then the guy goes like, "Aw," and I was sure he was next to say like, "Aw,
That
she's
fat
so
cow."
ugly," yeah, something like that. But instead he says, "Aw, she looks like she hasn't smiled in a decade," or something like that. His whole point was like, she just seems so unhappy. I couldn't make her happy. He thinks it's an insurmountable challenge to make her happy, not that she's ugly and he doesn't want to do it. And then he does an amazing dance, too.
I still hear the clinically depressed were highly offended, and there's been several think pieces written about it.
I don't.
For people who are incapable of smiling, that movie should have come with a trigger warning.
I think everybody in it is super understanding to each other. All the dudes
just
are
shook his
like,
head.
all the dudes are just good pals, and like there's just these really sweet scenes. And like Kevin Nash is really good.
Is he dreamy?
Well, no, he's more like the old lion who's like growls every once in a while, like.
And he does have like Stone Cold Steve Austin like braces, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a knee brace. Yeah, and he doesn't dance. He can't dance. Like his knee.
Oh no!
What does he do?
You'll have to find out what he does.
He's a fluffer.
Is it like the end of the Muppets? He just whistles?
No, but it is kind of. It actually takes on the style of a road movie that ends with a tournament or like a baseball tournament where they're just like, we're going to have to train all night to get new dance moves to really show off our moves to the ladies and make some big money here. And then so there is a training montage. And Donald Glover is in it, and he's fantastic. And
Ooh, I can't wait to see his body.
Yeah, he's one of the guys who you only see his upper body. Some dudes get they get down to like skivvies. You see one naked butt.
But there's no dong.
No dong in this one.
Yeah.
No.
There was a dong in the first one, though, right?
There was, yeah, but no
That's
dong
what
in
I'm
this
talking
one.
about. I can get behind dong.
And Channing Tatum is like an amazing dancer. It's just to watch him dance.
He was
like,
a
whoa.
former stripper, right?
Yeah, I mean Magic Mike was based on his experience, and so and Jada Pinkett Smith's even great in it. I tell you guys, look, if you're a hetero dude, I can get it. You probably won't want to see it, but I really think you'll learn a lot about women by watching it. Honestly, I really think
I'm glad you brought up movies
because if you watch it with a lady friend, you'll learn a lot about her and her tastes.
And
you'll probably get some stanky on your hang down.
I wish didn't happen for me, and I kind of wish my girlfriend would stop talking about it.
Well,
That make me feel really sensitive.
That
about
was
my big,
also
hairy
that was
guts.
the same night as the man who would not leave us.
It
alone.
was. It was.
I figured a lot of the ladies in that place were leaving all revved up, like, all right, can't wait to get home.
What did Lizzie say when they left? They should get a mop. Leave it to Lizzie. She
We're
has
all
to say
stuck
all the
to our
gross.
seats or something.
I mean,
all stuck to our seats.
There were lots of scenes in it where I was like, whoa, hey.
I mean, not Lizzie, but some other person. I
No,
don't know if she wants to attribute
No,
to.
but there was
But it was
also there's an amazing there's my favorite dance is set to Nine Inch Nails Closer. That's the best.
Wait, what song did? Oh, Duel of Fates.
Duel of Fates is
Yeah.
also in it too. It's got quite a soundtrack. But anyway,
Cock and
I'm
balls,
glad you
cock
brought
and
up-
balls, cock and balls, cock and balls.
I'm glad you brought up movies because for once, Dave and I have watched the same movie at the same time. But before that, I saw the most dated movie of all time. Of all time. I wanted to see if you could guess what it was.
Okay, you said before that this was from 20 years ago.
Yes.
It's a 1995 film.
It's 20 years old, and it's the most dated movie of all time.
I said Hackers, but it's not that, right?
Sorry.
Is it The Big Hit?
Ooh, sorry. That I saw it in the theater. I bet that's fucking dated.
I bet
as
that's pretty
shit.
dated too. Yeah,
David,
1995.
1995, I believe.
yeah, that wasn't 95 anyway. The Big Hit.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Ooh, so it's one I don't think you could stream, but I really like. It was fucking fascinating. I watched on Amazon Prime, which you can sign up for by going to bit.ly/laserprime and help us out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's free on Prime.
Prime is great.
The Brady Bunch movie.
Oh wow!
And you haven't thought about that movie in years. You
Wow.
probably saw it a billion times back in the day.
Yeah.
That was more of a very Brady sequel kind of guy.
No,
I'm
come on.
kidding.
No one liked that fucking movie.
I don't remember a thing about it.
Well, I just remember, like MTV, was really high in that marketing
They
campaign.
advertised it so much.
And like the feel, I'm watching this shit, and it's just like all making fun of the Bradys in the '70s, and then
well,
like
70s people in the 90s.
in order to heighten how far we've come, it is the most '90s movie ever. They only have one phone. Look at mine. Whip out Zach Morris. Like it's in order to make the Brady seem dated, it has to present itself as the most '90s movie ever.
Yeah.
and
The most current movie ever, and it's fucking embarrassing. And I just get to a point like, who the fuck are you? You're the '90s. Where do you get off making fun of the '70s like this?
Well, because it
Fuck
seemed
you,
like
90s.
the 90s would never be dated when we were experiencing it. I remember.
It's also it has a couple great. It still has some great stuff in it. It's fucking fascinating. I'm not bagging on the movie. Also weird about it. It's the Brady Bunch movie, but it's sort of like the Star Trek movie. If the Star Trek movie was all based on hyper specific references to things that happen in the show.
Yeah.
That everybody like, so watching it now, I can't imagine this could even air again because it relies so much on every esoteric bit of knowledge of the Brady Bunch.
It assumed that you'd seen
Yes.
70 episodes of the Brady Bunch.
It's bizarre.
It was like, well, here's the one where she
It gets hit by a football.
No, the football one.
Even-
David
even-
Cassidy or David Jones.
Oh yeah,
right?
the cameos come on, and it's like, you're lucky. I know that's
Yeah.
the original Brady Bunch guy, because like this framing doesn't make sense if you're to a viewer watching now.
And the middle sister like wore an afro
The new
wig,
Jam Brady.
right? Yeah.
Martian, like this. It's so barely in the zeitgeist. Tiger, whatever happened to that dog? Like that's like. You're lucky I got that shit then. Like it's like if a Star Trek movie, like only like if everything was like the beginning of Wrath of Khan, where they're describing Ricardo Montalban. That's all the Brady Bunch movie is.
And what the father Brady is played by Gary
Cole.
Gary Cole, right?
Yeah.
He's really good.
He's
in
fucking
that.
awesome. Gary Cole's the best.
I love when he gets
Bill
his
Lumberg.
speeches.
I wish
and
his sponsored Facebook content would get the fuck out of my feed. I'm not using HipChat, especially if it costs money.
Oh my god.
When he, I remember he's giving his speech at the end and talks about how the next door neighbor like does laundry naked or something.
Yeah.
yeah, and also that Marsha's friend is a lesbian. Or,
That she is actually awesome. She I got the most laughs out of her.
That's Ben Stiller's wife, right?
Yeah.
No,
Marcia is
Marcia
Ben
is Ben
Stiller's
Stiller's
wife,
wife,
yes.
and she is fucking gorgeous, dude. That girl looks goddamn great.
Alison Taylor?
Well, and she still looks great.
I want to see if I can find.
Or at least in Dodgeball, she still looked great. I haven't seen her recently. I haven't watched many Ben Stiller films in a while, so I haven't seen her. But
really a little too much of the same. Here, let me see if I can pull up a clip because it's so fucking 90s. And then all of a sudden, Davy Jones comes out on stage.
Yeah.
Davy Jones is fucking dead, and Davy Jones was the lead singer of the Monkees. So it was like this super dated '70s reference with the most current music possible, and it makes for the worst song I've ever fucking heard.
I mean, Mr. Jones.
Me and my whole world.
And the whole crowd is like, "What '70s?"
You did it, girl. I'm telling you, girl. Something unknown.
This song is awful, and the '90s thought it was super rad. The original is so much better. Sorry, that's a dumb clip to play. It didn't work that well. And I was so fascinated with it, and I was like, man, I wish we had some kind of movie program where we could watch movies with people. And meanwhile, we do, and there's no fucking room anywhere for the Brady Bunch movie.
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. What was? But 10 years before that, a movie was made that Dave and I rewatched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a feature That should be
yeah.
on lasertimepodcast.com by the time you're listening to this,
Mm-hmm.
where I rank every single one of Pee Wee Herman's friends in
Dude.
Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
That movie is so fucking good.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I had to dig out my old ass Warner DVD with the,
snap case?
the terrible snap
It's on
case.
Netflix, Dave.
Oof, ouch.
I didn't think of that. But yeah, I watched that and just realized like this might be the perfect movie. It's basically a bunch of skits tied together, but every single one of those skits is great.
Okay,
I
I
tied
got
together wonderfully.
I got really baked and had
Yeah, you
a
ate my
ton
M&Ms,
of,
you jerk.
You can't leave M&Ms in my house. I don't have any other food here, especially if I'm getting. And if for you people who like, just because I talk about getting, this is the first time I've been high since like months before the Patreon started. My weed is all brown and my prescription is expired. It just like I woke up super late that day and I just wanted to make sure I went to bed early. And I thought, why not watch Pee Wee high? And I had a fucking startling revelation.
Oh,
A startling revelation. Okay, so that's not the right one. Pee Wee is obviously a man-child, right?
of course.
But
yeah.
that's like the butt of his joke. But the movie, and think of his house and his room. There's so many things in the movie that make Pee Wee Herman what we watched, and we all loved it at the time. But
Yeah.
it's like I think that was the 1980 Scott Pilgrim movie.
Huh.
Like it's chock full of like references to clown and like Matt. What he does, everything in the movie is kind of are things from Tim Burton's childhood.
So a childhood of somebody from the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, so like the style of the bike,
Yeah.
the references, all the references to like straight up references to movies are from the 60s.
Milton Berle.
Well, and
Everything
the-
in his house.
and-
There's
and the-
Godzilla everywhere.
And the local magic shop,
yeah,
too.
like that. That's when every kid was. I do magic, but I mean, I'm just a
I'm
kid.
gonna go to
Every
the
kid does
novelty
magic,
store,
don't they?
yeah.
They were like video games. It is the Scott Pilgrim for the 60s children. I'd never looked at it like that before, but like everything in there is kind of like old timey, referencing monster movies and
Yeah.
and scary clowns and like that. It doesn't reflect the decade it was made in at all.
Yeah.
It reflects the 60s and the late 50s and the 60s. So
Yeah.
that sort of blew my mind thinking of it like that.
We talked recently, I think, on Cape Crisis about the Superman documentary,
Sure.
and you said that it made you think that Tim Burton was a bit of a hack.
fraud.
A fraud.
I said fraud.
The word
This movie dispels it a lot of it. Because, I mean, the other things that Pee Wee was
Sure.
in, I really liked Pee Wee's Playhouse.
No, me
but
too.
Pee Wee's Big Adventure is on a whole another
Dude,
level.
I've seen Big Top Pee Wee recently too.
Big
It
Top
fucking
Pee Wee.
sucks.
Ugh, such a
doesn't-
drop off in quality.
It doesn't have Burton's.
but it does have him singing, she's the girl on the flying trapeze.
Doesn't compare to the tequila scene, which is
No,
so
nothing can compare to the
surreal to watch.
Yeah.
Like, what did Pee Wee think he was going to accomplish with
Yeah.
that?
I don't know what this says about me, but I like how in Pee Wee's Big Adventure,
First we scalp him.
Pee Wee. So many people want to fuck Pee Wee,
Yeah, yes.
but he doesn't want to be fucked.
Yes.
He's asexual.
Yeah, he's
Big-
asexual.
And in Big Top, he's just like, yeah, I'll
I have a girlfriend.
I'll fuck my fiance, then I'll fuck this trapeze lady.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Yeah, I always wondered. Well, after we found out about Paul Rubin's sexuality more than we wanted to, I always wondered why Pee Wee was so asexual on stuff.
Isn't that weird though? Society now can't shame people for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, for just jerking off. Well, he didn't.
In the most
he also-
shamey society we've ever lived in, like because Fred Willard just got caught for the same thing, jerking off, and everybody's like, "Somebody show him what Pornhub is. This never has to happen again, Fred. We
an
understand."
You know what he
man.
said when he got caught?
What's that?
What happened?
What happened?
But yeah, I watched Pee Wee's Big Adventure a million times as
Yeah,
a
me
kid,
too.
Yeah.
and rewatched it a few years ago too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a kid, that clown, the clown that's laughing at him when
Yeah.
his bike is gone, that scared the crap
And
out
then
of me.
the ones in the Dreamer even worse.
Those got me good, but definitely the one at the beginning, and also like. When I rewatched it recently, I rewatched it for the Jan Hook scene because she had passed away,
yeah.
and she is so good. Like
Yeah.
she's so underrated because she's. I feel like that is such a stock character. Even 20 years ago, that was a stock character.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like she popularized the condescending and overly
Yeah.
nice tour guide. Like, if you come over here, and these are the making classic tortillas.
Tortillas. Oh shoot! There's like because Dave, the original article, I'm going to rank Pee Wee's traveling companions.
Yeah.
And I had an email written up. technically they move more than 10 feet with one another, which is more than
Oh
Simone.
yeah,
And I think Jan Hook should count.
They go all the way from the diner
They
to
do.
the dinosaurs, which I want to go to because they're apparently near L.A. Like,
Yeah,
Still
but
that area.
exists. Yeah.
All in all, they don't move that far away from one another. I think Jan Hooks moves the same amount.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there now. I also didn't remember Wayne from the Wonder Years in there being a total
Oh my
asshole.
god, I
He's
love that.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Doesn't it look like I am ready? I am always ready. I have been ready since first call. I am ready. Roll.
You're ready whenever.
Action would be a great intro to an episode.
Yeah.
I one day when like
Child Stars episode, we can
when
do
Michael
that.
is doing like intros for VGA, I'm just gonna bust that out.
And there is no funnier performance in any film, I will say, than Pee-wee's cameo as himself.
Oh my
with
god,
Rex Harrison and like who's that?
no,
fucking
it's James Brolin and Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah.
Fairchild. Jesus,
I-
who might be dead.
I think I've heard so many times on
Mr. Herman.
Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
They did that every time there was a person that's voice sounded even a little like that. They would go, Mr. Herman,
Well, that-
paging Mr. Herman.
And an unattentive director / line producer who doesn't notice the inexperienced extra staring into the camera.
Yeah.
Well, I like to
And-
think he has so much sway that he just
yeah, they
can't do
had to
anything
put
about it.
Pee-wee
He's got
in it.
so much
It's like,
swag.
yeah. But they had to VO over him, and also
That scene when he gets into their performance so much he starts smiling and
Yeah.
then realizes the and the look on his face is it's so good. It's like one
Yeah.
of the greatest silent comedic scenes ever done.
I also like Pee-wee giving all this very specific like drive-in candy and popcorn he's giving to
Yeah.
everybody, and there
Again,
I love that
60s.
too.
Yeah.
yeah, and also like when he saves the snakes, like I love that. It's such a sweet scene because he doesn't want to save them because they're the scary animals, but he's like, they can't die too.
I only
Oh,
noticed
man,
that
you know
scene-
what?
The monkey hits him in
Yeah.
the dick, and the pet store has about 24 baby ducks. And I have been to a lot of pet stores. Nobody has ducks.
You know what? A sad thing I thought about when I'm watching that scene is like everything's dead. Now.
Every animal's
Everything's
dead.
yeah. Did it really
If
matter?
there was a
Twisted Sister's
turtle.
career.
Yeah, but no, everything in that pet store is dead.
Yeah, that Twisted Sister one, I really like that scene too. But
Don't you lay no? Does he say lay no evil?
Don't you? Yeah.
Don't you
And
lay
lastly,
no
I really
evil.
love the that there is one guy in the movie who Pee-wee annoys everybody,
Yeah.
except for the old man actually
Jack.
drives him crazy.
Yeah.
They sing.
Yeah.
It seems like Pee-wee would love to sing a repetitive. Would love to sing all those oldie time
Yeah.
songs, and yet he actually was like, "Rah!"
He's the most surprising person to show up at the end because everyone else you figure Pee-wee could find a way to get in touch.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy's literally riding on trains around the
Hey, he's
country.
a hobo. You never saw them exchange information.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it is a beautiful film.
Fucking watch. Also, probably on Amazon Prime.
So
Yeah, see what I'm doing.
This is gonna be a rare meeting of us settling business on bonus time. Next week we're planning to do Fantastic Four.
Yes.
But since Brett's not available, he's going to be at Monday Night Raw that night. I'm suggesting we put that to the next week. It'll still be within a few days of release. Do Pee-wee next week. But I want to do Pee-wee as a Monday night movie at some point.
That would be good. We could just drop the planned fan vote and then just do.
Oh, they're
Fantastic
gonna love
Four
that.
in
People are dying to
2009.
select a film. Why don't we put it up when we let people vote on which film?
Yeah.
And
We'll put Pee-wee in the fan.
I am
vote. see.
heavily begging you to Pee-wee people.
Well,
you need to watch. If you haven't watched it before,
And it's on Netflix, so it's
It's
super
on
easy.
Netflix. We should all watch it. It's so fucking good.
Boy, by the way, that's Star Wars. Oof, episode 1.
But I wanted to I wasn't that funny during it, but you guys were making me laugh so much.
Oh, really?
I did. Yeah, I barely remember the movie. I had I had little laugh lines where I'm smiling so much. People in the chat were fucking hilarious. That was a fun experience, and is why I wanted to do that. We all sat through it. We all know the plot now. We don't need to watch it again ever. But it's all fresh in our minds.
But just every time Jar Jar showed up, I was just like, ugh.
Just elongated talking sequences, and just
This is killing me.
the sheer amount of boredom George Lucas put upon
Yeah.
the world.
And that you're either feeling bored or then upset that Jar Jar's there. And
And just some of those effects, this looks like fucking garbage. There are better effects done on a throwaway, the cutaway gag in Conan O'Brien's monologue nowadays.
So I did watch one other thing during the weekend. Great timing because he was announced for DLC in WWE 2K16 the next day. I watched Terminator Genesis on Sunday.
God, what? didn't you tell me?
Wow.
I wanted to go see it.
I thought you had seen it already. Didn't you
No.
guys all go one day
I
with
haven't
Bob?
Nobody would go with me.
Oh, no, it was Jurassic World. You guys saw.
Yeah,
with
we
Bob.
saw
you
Jurassic
wouldn't
World.
see.
Yeah.
I'd rather have seen Genesis, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, because I had heard so much bad things about it, I knew it was going to be stupid, and we had just watched Terminator 3 within 2 weeks of it, so that's also...
Hey, you
I think
lightened on
Terminator
Terminator
3
3.
is more stupid a movie than Well,
Almost-
Genesis just, like, embraces its stupidity. It's like... I forget who said this is like filmed fan fiction.
Me.
Yeah, it is, but it's great.
But
It's great in
and
that way.
And it also sets up for a sequel that will likely never
Yeah,
happen.
the ending is there's a credits thing that basically just says like sequel, but
What I read about it said that it made enough money to be in this bubble zone
Yeah.
of just like it paid for itself, but it's not
you know what that
monumentally
means?
popular.
Dude, I bet this is one of the first major franchises that is going to end up as an exclusive on a streaming service.
yeah.
It's like straight to video is the joke you'd make
Yeah.
now, but like straight to Crackle is the
I
reality.
mean, that is what
we
Joe
currently
Dirt
live in.
just did. Like,
Yeah.
Joe Dirt 2 just went straight
Yeah.
to Crackle, which, man, Pixels, boy, all the shit I'm hearing about Pixels.
Yeah, I want to see that, but I just
don't wanna
I don't
see
want to set aside money or time to go get mad.
Oh, hey, I wanted to mention I got favorited by I got a
That was
celeb
crazy.
favorite on Twitter, which is there was news that Ted Cruz named his most 5 favorite superheroes, and it was like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. 5th was Rorschach.
That's insane.
Rorschach.
That means he's actually read comics, and I wouldn't have believed him otherwise.
And so I tweeted, Ted Cruz loves Rorschach. Well, I guess it's finally time to put my Absolute Watchmen collection in the garbage. And then Jackie Earl Haley verified, favorited that tweet.
That's crazy, and especially now that I think like, is he that kind of person who has like a Google alert for characters
Just for
he's
the word
played?
Rorschach. I didn't mention Jackie Earl Haley once. I mean, maybe he was just in the mood of like, what are people saying about Ted Cruz and my character? He could be one of those, Hollywood liberals.
Or maybe you're in an article that one of those dumb articles that just surmises tweets. Not your dumb articles, Henry.
I should do more of those ones. It's such easy free content to just steal from.
It is
other
kind of
people's
interesting, and I've been honored,
those.
deeply honored, on rare occasion when I'm in one of those because that never happens.
tweets. Yeah. Hey, speaking of interactions with people, should we read our favorite comments of the
Yeah.
week?
I
well-
wanted to give a quick shout out to Krista and Barry, who I met today. We
Ooh.
had coffee with. It's really interesting to meet you guys. Cool meeting you guys. Trying to do more meetups when if people are blowing through town.
Yeah, we've done a few. I feel like we've all together met like 8 or 9 fans
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the first ones I pulled up were from the Rare Replay opening I posted. Which, let's see, here's the big. Oh yeah, here was my favorite.
I have not seen that yet.
It's really good.
Perpetual Christopher says, "Man, this really does warm my heart to see. In 20 years, when everything is owned under Super Video Game Corp, and I can see Donkey Kong and a faceless Pierce Brosnan up on that stage, I'll be even happier." And then Brendolf says, "I'd love if this had a PC release down the line. I just can't justify dropping money on an Xbone just for a collection like this. I'm sure in 4 years, when it's cheaper, it'll be out there, and I'll just get it like the Sega Mega Drive collection."
How can it get cheaper? It's $30. Well, it can't get cheaper.
No, he means a system, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But I was just thinking, Chris, you should maybe not watch it. Wait for when
yeah,
the
wait for
game
the
comes
stream
out
next
because it's
week.
like it's
Yeah.
next week. When just
All right.
watch it for the first time on the stream because it's so charming.
It is
I'm-
very charming.
That is one of the few games I'm buying in a box. I need that shit, and I need it so hard. I can't wait for that.
And on last week's Cape Crisis, one guy did not agree with you on Superman Lives, Chris. So he says, surprised at how much love the Superman Lives documentary is getting around the net, because it is legitimately one of the worst documentaries I've ever seen. Terrible audio and lighting, awkward framing of the interviews, and the guy who made the film sabotages it by putting himself in front and center for some reason and has nothing to add.
I would call it sub Spurlock in that sense. He is sub Michael Moore, by the way, in terms of people who insert themselves in their own documentaries. Tim Burton wasn't even mic'd, so I know what you're talking about. But the information being conveyed, I just didn't care about it.
Also, he doesn't stop nodding throughout the whole film. There is an hour of material at most for the documentary, and it's nearly 2. So
Yeah, it's definitely too long, overly long. But it's like if there was a version I could have bought that was a longer version of that documentary, I would have bought it anyway. But I don't think it's a great documentary by any stretch of the imagination. The subject matter is amazing. Did I mention that I saw Lost Souls too?
yeah.
Yeah, did I on a podcast?
I think. Well, let's
Well,
just
it's on
repeat it.
Netflix,
I
but
heard
it's the unmaking of the Island of Dr. Moreau and how it became shitty, and how much Val Kilmer sucks, and how much Marlon Brando is a fucking procrastinator, and how the only things you remember about the film, his mini-me and his white makeup, was just shit that Marlon said. I'm not going to do the scene unless this little guy's in every scene with me. He's great. Look at him.
Now,
get him a little piano.
You said go to bread.
We should we should do a laser time on fiascos,
films,
and then we could point to the documentaries.
Yeah, the documentaries that are made of. Oh man, so
I mean,
good.
The Day the Clown Cried,
Hearts of Darkness.
I love Hearts of Darkness so much. You said you liked it more than Apocalypse
I
Now.
said Community made that joke, and that's a better movie. I'm like, and I'm not equipped to say that because I never feel like watching Apocalypse Now anymore. Once a year, I want to watch Hearts of Darkness badly.
I watched Apocalypse Now a few years ago, and it was a Redux. And when I watched Redux, I was like, "This is taking
That's
a
not going
while.
to do it any favors.
This is taking a long time, boy." But then, like, you look at it and you say, "Wow, this is amazing that you made this."
Yeah.
Like, this is
You see how it is made, like
insane
a
investment.
hairy, shirtless Coppola screaming like weird shit. Like, dude, take the movie away from this guy. This guy's nuts.
I think my favorite bit in Heart of Darkness was just seeing George Lucas in there,
Yeah.
because I feel like he's never interviewed for anything other than his own film.
Yeah.
So to see him in it and say, like, Francis wanted me to make it Frank wanted me to make it because he didn't want to make it, and he knew it would be hard, and then I told him I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, really, that's one of those things. We probably 20 years ago we could have speculated on it for an entire podcast in the 70s about what that movie would have looked like.
Yeah. Oh, I heard a good joke
George
about
Lucas's-
podcasts recently. So I think I blew the punchline. But anyway, what do you call a group of white guys?
A podcast?
A podcast.
All right.
We try.
I'm gonna get that skin transplant.
You should get vitiligo, but reverse vitiligo. That's what Michael Jackson
Yeah.
suffered from. It's where you have blotches of lighter skin
I
pigmentation.
got a sunburn while out in the pants, like crotchless in the sun.
Also, so I put up the trailer for The Good Dinosaur, and Sunny D said, I really like the song that played during The Good Dinosaur, and it looks gorgeous. However, I do have some worries since the film has been heavily revised since it was first announced.
Yes, and Brave, I think, Brave suffered a lot.
Well,
of
the
that.
Tinkler points this out, too. He says, every damn Pixar movie has been heavily revised and changed. Directors, writers, everybody. Toy Story 2 is a direct-to-video movie made by another studio. Ratatouille didn't have Brad Bird anywhere near it. Monsters, Inc. didn't have Mike or Sully in it for ages.
That is not
The
true.
Incredibles only had Syndrome become a main villain at almost the last minute. Brave had a different director, a different story. Cars 2 is actually good at one point, maybe.
No, that Toy Story 2 was not made by a separate company.
It was they had started work on it
Yes.
at a separate company because they didn't think they could get Pixar to make
Yes.
it, because before Disney owned Pixar,
Yes.
they just had a multi-film deal
Yes.
that a sequel wouldn't involve.
Yes, and Pixar totally made that, and I believe they made it the fastest of any movie they've ever made because then they lost the entire thing at one point.
Remember all those worries about when it was feeling like, oh, what happens if Pixar and Disney stop working together?
Yeah.
Will
That
one
seemed
serve the
nuts.
other? Like,
Oh, they would have gone to like Sony.
ugh, yeah.
They probably still would have been Pixar, to be totally honest. I'm just glad that Inside Out is so fucking good. It gives you a reason to care
So
about
good.
Pixar again. There was,
So good.
I always say that 2014 was so depressing and awful for a lot of reasons, but I think most of that is based around it was our first summer without a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
After that, everything got bad. Robin Williams killed himself. Gamergate happened. A bunch of atrocities happening throughout the world. Cops killing a bunch of folks.
Yep.
All because there wasn't a Pixar movie in the world.
And also, a lot of people argued about whether the good dinosaur will die at the end or not. And
I don't think so.
nah, I don't think so. I bet we'll think they did, but
I'm thinking the kid will die.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
it'll be the start of another, like, this generation's Land Before Time. So we'll have a Good Dinosaur 6,
Five,
the
the
Search for the Hidden Valley.
The Time of Great Giving. I believe that is actually one of the Land Before Time sequels. I got
you could put together any three words, and I think, oh yeah, that was one of the direct-to-video ones. They made like 8 to dozen of them.
my favorite comments from Laser Time last week was one of the worst headlines of all time. It's just I couldn't shake it. Fake singers,
Right.
Fictional characters who sing about themselves. Somebody. Shit, I wish I'd remember the comment now. Somebody said, Jesus Christ, dinosaurs, Spider-Man, and Sub-Zero. I'm going to love this episode. You're damn right you are. Yes, a couple of comments. Buddha P. The streets need a Mike Grimm hosted hip-hop podcast. And I get Mike Grimm requests a lot. Man has a full-time job.
Yeah.
I don't want to sacrifice what little money I'm getting to
And
give to Grimm.
he just got a promotion.
And I can't compare to what he's doing now. You have to motivate him. So Pseudobread on Twitter. Cooper says he was surprised that that Spider-Man Reflections of a Rock Superhero album is great.
Yeah.
But my favorite track, unironically, is the Dr. Octopus one. And that would be, I have a little clip of it.
That is a very
where
weird
I
one.
did. Jesus Christ, what did I do with it?
Oh, it's been such a long, long time. Yes, it's been such a long, long time. Now the world is mine. Everybody got to sing. Everybody got to feel.
Starts calling out heroes.
Captain America, the Avengers. You fall at my feet. You will all surrender.
That was great.
Yes, you will. Fantastic Four. And you there, Hulk. You're gonna fly like a baby. And you're gonna soar.
Hulk's gonna solve. I mean, that has a feel of a the Who musical.
Yeah.
Who's Tommy?
God, yeah, I absolutely believe you. I'm with you on that. I genuinely love that, warts and all.
Well, oh, by the way, I had one. It wasn't a comment, but our friend in Osaka, Daniel Fight, he pointed out one that we could have done that I never had heard of
Which
before.
one?
It's called Neisho Street Fighter 2, which is a Japanese album.
I have
that is a
heard of
tribute,
that.
That is a tribute to the characters singing about themselves. And he says he asked me to look up one called Bison's Dream, where
Bison's
Bison
Dream?
sings in English. So, yeah, it's called Neisho, which apparently means sing Street Fighter. And and there was a sequel album too that was just the instrumental versions of these. But yeah, it came out kind of 1992. So this was
At the height of Street Fighter
2
popularity.
was pretty new in Japan at that point. This is Bison's Dream.
Yeah.
There was no the place where I was born. There was no love at all.
Wow.
All they did was argue and fight. I wish I could, but I just can't be nice and kind.
Wow.
I've got one plan on my mind.
Oh, wow.
I will be the fighter that
Is he
everyone.
making up the lyrics as he's going along? Like, did he not write these down?
Yes, I will.
I believe the singer is High Tide Harris.
Oh, I thought it was Teddy
The
Pendergrass.
champion. Every man envies the heavyweight champion of the world.
What? That's
Oh,
not how-
right. No, this is Japanese Balrog. I forgot. This
Got
is
it.
Don't have time
Oh, right.
to treat you nice.
Awesome.
yeah, this is Bison from
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
So this is Balrog.
I'm punching my way on through life. I'm punching my way on through the
Wow.
I can listen to that all fucking day.
All right, that
hold
makes
on.
sense. I misread that as being a song that M. Bison would sing.
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
oh
it's-
no, wait, yeah,
It's
this
Balrog.
is
Watership Down Syndrome said, so I can't believe you got through an entire episode about fake characters singing about themselves without one mention of MC Scat Cat. And the Stray Mob. No, not the Paula Abdul song Opposites Attract. They had an entire album released back in 1991. I never knew that.
Whoa, I never knew that either.
It's a great cover, album cover.
wow.
Is this the same guy as the Paula Abdul? Yeah. Doesn't sound him.
Sounds like I think it sounds like
Leave him walking on a limb. Mouse ain't cat, no cat, dear mouse. That's the way it is. I just run him out of the house. You know that I'll push him to the groove 'cause cat will show and prove it's not stoppable.
God, like I love he calls out Garfield. That's quite a,
Yeah.
it's quite a
Oh,
burn.
hate rap.
Garfield needs to make a diss track about him back.
I
just
wish
like,
I hate Mondays and also Scott Cat.
Because you're right. I had thought about that later and about how bizarre that was. That means Paula Abdul and or her people had to make the decision. Paula wants to do a duet, but with no one. But not with anybody you've ever heard of,
Nope.
with a cartoon. So
Yeah.
the song had to be written as it. This will be sung by
Yeah.
a cartoon character?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe the producer on it
the
also
video
was
said
like,
featuring MC Scat Cat.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were promoting this album. The song was called I Ain't No Kitty.
Okay. Well, I bet no. Okay, so in the song "Opposites Attract," they're not taught. At no point does he mention he's a cat.
Yeah,
so I think "Opposites Attract" was just a duet about a relationship,
to be
and
the
so then
case.
when they animated, they're like, "Hey, what if it was like this Roger Rabbit thing that's so popular
Polo,
right
we
now?"
just signed the greatest cartoon cat in the history of this label. We think he'd be great to work with and the perfect person to do duet in the song about opposites attracting. And does anybody want to play Paula?
Well, if only if I get to choreograph the dance.
Oh, see, we had different plans for this. Have you seen The Lawnmower Man? It's beautiful. It's going to take place all in a virtual reality. Paula, I think you're really, really going to like it, and not eventually host a talent show.
And be drunk on it all the time. The producers probably just knew it was a good cash-in to do. Hey, Hack the Bears had a good one, too.
Holy shit! And there's an MC Scat Cat song featuring Paula Abdul called The
Wow.
Scat Strut. What the fuck is happening? I'm supposed to
other
know all
direction.
this shit.
There's always more old things to learn about.
She's popping out of an ink bottle now.
Oh, they had a video for it?
Yes, I've never fucking seen this.
Wow.
Well, you never seen a cat with so much charisma. Got more moves than a mutant ninja. Turtle, that is. And I'm doing
Oh,
Man,
I don't
this
care
guy-
for that MC
This guy
Scat Cat.
is dropping. This is all wildlife in the
Jesus.
cartoon world. He must have been blacklisted, catlisted.
Cat listed, yeah.
I wish he had existed long enough to pull that shit on Nas.
Oh, wait, so Hack the Bear brought up one that the Crypt Keeper apparently
What?
song called the Crypt Jam.
All right,
Did you-
that's it. We're gonna have to do a sequel.
Yeah.
We'll
episode.
definitely do a sequel episode.
God damn.
I just watched last year's Comedy Bang Bang Halloween episode, which is so great. It's a Crypt Keeper parody, and it's so good. The Crypt Keeper is an accountant. It's his accountant brother.
Is it a
And
puppet?
It is a terrible puppet, just the same.
Wonderful.
And he makes the worst puns. Like if you want to hear the worst puns ever, they're all over the Comedy Bang Bang show. I love it so much.
Greetings, boys and ghouls.
All right, yeah, you just have to watch it. I can't remember all the
Oh
quotes,
man,
but yeah.
Who's got some more feedback from the peoples?
Well, for my podcast, Cheap Popcast, we recently did an episode about Battleground. We had Ann Lewis on.
Yeah.
And Brohannon, who's Alex V Books on Twitter, said, I loved Ann Lewis on Cheap Popcast this week. I hope she comes back. This has been one of my favorite episodes.
Yep, Ann will do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great. She underestimates how awesome she is.
And another thing people liked about that episode is that we had a little brief discussion about Lucha Underground at the beginning.
Yeah.
Phil Ken Seven said, feels like I've been waiting forever for you guys to have an in-depth talk about Lucha Underground, especially you, Dave. Fun fact, Lucha Underground is based on a manga that one of Robert Rodriguez's friends wrote and drew for him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
they were given stock characters to play, so it was like they found famous wrestlers or talented wrestlers and then cast them in those roles.
Yeah.
Like it's such a different approach to pro wrestling TV. They're making a TV show with wrestling in it. But these wrestlers, like they hired Ricochet, who's a famous wrestler, but he's not Ricochet. They made up Prince Puma for the comic. He's Prince Puma. But then they also have Conan and Vampiro, who are themselves.
Yep. So
Ultima Lucha is tonight.
Why
Yeah.
haven't you watched? Are you watching?
well,
Lucha?
I didn't have like a
It's
legal.
very hard to watch it legally.
It's on the El Rey network,
which we don't have.
which is Robert Rodriguez's mixtape
It's
channel.
deep cable.
Yeah, but no, Sling TV, which is on the Xbox One. There's a free 1 month trial that I just signed up for, and I did it just in time for Ultima Lucha, which is their like season finale.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, if we have time tonight, we should watch. It's the first part of it, which is only it's only 40 minutes long, is tonight, and then the second half
that's
is next
lovely.
week. And
It's a
I'd
good
love
show.
to do a Lucha Underground focused episode of Cheap Popcast, just because I've been so addicted to it since I started watching it.
Good. I was wondering what was happening. I don't want to be the one to watch it and bring it up. Jesus, I'm already watching too much
I
wrestling.
mean, I watched it. I brought it up. And also, I will bring it up how good G1 Climax is this year, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Tournament.
Oh.
Naito turned. Naito's a bad guy now, and he has a new finisher.
I just
Came
want to say
back from Mexico, evil.
this week's Laser Time is Summer Stories.
Yeah.
There was definitely a fuck up in the audio recording. I tried to fix it. I didn't get too in depth, but at that point, it was like we had to do the Monday Night Movie,
Yeah.
and there's. I have to weigh that out. Like, can I fix this? If I
Yeah.
can't, this is just late for no reason.
Yeah.
If I can't, it was pointless to try.
Yeah.
And like it ultimately seemed. you can still follow the conversation. I'm really pissed about how that came out, but
it still sounds great.
Yeah, I listened to it, and
it's still listenable.
There's not much that we talked about that was like completely gone.
I know it just.
So I think the one thing that I think we mentioned how everyone in Salute Your Shorts is super attractive now.
Not Donkey Lips.
Cut
Not
to
Donkey Lips.
different people.
Did you know that Sponge is? Well, he actually isn't gay. He's bi. But
I only talked about that secondhand because you brought it up from the book.
it's from the book by the racist.
Which you shouldn't buy.
Maybe don't buy Slimed, but. In it, they talk about how, on the set of Salute Your Shorts, one, they were actually really worried about Donkey Lips because, we hire this fat kid to be made fun of as a fat kid, and
and he's going to get a billion roles as the fat kid. For
They
the rest
felt
of his
really
life.
bad about that, and then second, that on the set, the guys were making fun of Sponge and calling him gay, and then they were disappointed to find out he was gay later on, and then. But then he says, in his 30s, then he met this woman and was like, "Oh, I guess I'm bi." Huh. Well, and so it really, and then
vagina
that confused,
really works a lot better.
or he was just needed to find the right vagina. As the old Louis C.K. joke goes, he just hasn't seen the right penis yet.
But he got some in one episode of Salute Your Shorts. I brought it up in
What
the pod.
was another nerd girl or something?
Kind of.
I forget. I definitely watched every single episode 8 times.
This one was a rarity. It was
yeah?
rarely on. I brought it up in the summer camp episode. It's a bottle episode where they're at a movie theater.
Oh wow!
So they're not even at the camp. Maybe it was taken off because this is not camp, you guys. we got to take this one out of rotation.
Salute Your Shorts has one promise to the viewers, and that's that you're going to see a camp.
There's no flagpole to put your shorts up on.
I remember when Donkey Lips went to a dance with the prissy girl. I remember she told her when they were doing a slow dance, she said, If my body is a globe, don't you go below the equator. Okay, I thought that was a risque joke for kids TV.
Yeah.
No, do we have any other feedbacks?
Yeah, I have a couple other things. Going back to wrestling, I wrote about the WWE 2K16 trailer.
That was awesome. I
really
saw
It really
the article.
took my mind off of sad things.
Yeah.
in the wrestling.
That's another reason why I think we should just do Lucha Underground and G1 for our next episode, because I don't want to talk about Hulk Hogan all that much. It makes me depressed and angry.
You can listen to our commentary and watch the stream of us playing Hulk Hogan.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Hulk,
To hear our
Hulk
thoughts on
Hogan's.
that.
It was spelled that way intentionally. Hulk Hogan's farewell tour because it's plural. There are 6 Hogans, including I got a GIF I got to show you guys of the Mr. Nanny thing. I want to post.
Oh
that.
man.
So Moan for Stallone said about that trailer, I'm guessing his finishers will include Walls of Skynet, the I'll Be Back torture rack, and old but not obsolete Crippler Crossface.
Ooh.
Honestly, though, if they include the Terminator theme as his entrance music and John Connor as his ringside manager, I will buy 2 copies. Go.
Oh, man.
P.S. Hoping there's a story mode angle where that has Vince telling him, "You're terminated."
It's this really interesting thing they keep doing in games now of just these 80s and 90s iconic movie characters.
Yeah. And
inserted
Arrow.
but inserted into things that aren't necessarily their genre, but
Yeah.
don't not fit them either.
Yeah, not to plug something outside Laser Time, but I wrote a preview for IGN
What?
for Toy Soldiers.
Fucking moonlighting?
Oh,
Yeah.
that Toy Soldier thing is nuts.
Yeah, it's got Duke from G.I. Joe, Cobra Command from G.I. Joe, He-Man, and Ezio as bonus characters. But you have to you have to buy the deluxe version of the game, which is weird. If you just buy the regular version digitally, you have to buy those 4 characters as
and
DLC.
they look like themselves from Robot Chicken, right? Because they look like they're
Kinda.
toys. They don't look
Oh, yeah.
like the
Yeah.
character.
No,
they
it's
look like toys
They're based
of
on the
those
toys.
characters.
Yeah.
I guarantee that's some way to get through licensing.
Probably.
Red tape.
Yeah.
Has to be. That's because there was a new fucking Lego Batman trailer, and this seems like it would be impossible unless you're making a movie about the toys and not Batman.
Oh wait, no, wasn't it Lego Dimensions? That it shows them in the Wizard of Oz in Oz, the 2 Batman.
It all seems very impossible to clear, and just because I'll have nowhere else to play it, I sent you guys this. There's a con going on at any way. There's always a con, somewhere, and somebody's doing lazy John Cena cosplay.
I love this.
Heightened by someone playing John Cena's theme on the ocarina. God, that's beautiful.
So if you actually play that in Ocarina of Time, Link becomes invisible. You can't see him.
oh, Dave.
Oh man!
Audience is
Now I
loving
wanna. I want to do like a YouTube video of when the Scarecrow asks for a song. Do that, and it's the opposite because that makes you see the Scarecrow.
Oh,
and when he drops down, it's the lyrics kick in.
That's the kind. Dave, you have that up on Facebook by the end of the show. Let's do this.
All right.
Any last comments? Or?
No, I know there's a lot more, but this has been a kind of.
I got one more.
What's that, Davey?
It's also kind of a confession one. So I wrote last week's top 7, which was the top 7 Part 5 movies, because we've had a lot of Part 5s this year. We've
I think it's something that didn't even happen. It happened in like it happened in the 30s with like hour-long movies.
Yeah.
And it didn't really happen until this generation of films.
And this year we have Vacation 5.
Yeah.
If you discount the one that was on TV.
I do.
That was part of my part of my reasoning.
It's in the Vacation universe. It's not a reboot.
Part of my reasoning is if it was on TV, it doesn't count.
That movie's gonna bomb so hard, by the way.
It could do good. But anyway, Mission Impossible 5, and there's a third thing that's like just slipping my mind right now. There's another Part 5. But one of the comments was by Stabby Joe, who says, "Great article, Dave. Glad you brought up Ghidorah. I love you, Brett, as our resident Godzilla guy, but I'd like more views on the series in addition." I gotta confess, Henry wrote that one.
And I basically asked Brett for tips on how to write it.
Yeah, that was a.
I remember you're like, well, who's gonna write this one? Like, let's ask Brett what makes us good, and like,
he gave me 3 sentences.
Yeah, like the instant messages he sent off, like that's. I don't know if we're gonna get better than that.
Yeah,
that is ghost written by Elston.
But then I melded it in with my own way. I molded those words and put my words with it too.
And I looked at it and was like, okay, I'm okay with my name being on this, but I should have put an addendum and said that one was like co-written.
Who cares?
I forgot what that replaced though. There's something that goes cut from the list for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look it up. And,
who cares?
It was Batman Begins because it was a reboot, not a fifth
spoiler.
movie.
We edit a lot of one another's articles, and we'll continue to. And I added a joke or two to
none
Henry's
of you
top
touch
7.
my Pee-wee article.
I'm gonna. No, I might not, but I've added a bunch of images to Hank's shit. That was the top 7 Mario side jobs up this week in honor
Give it a
of,
read, babies.
Dr. Mario's 25th anniversary at LaserTimePodcast.com. But you know that already. You guys are the dependable fans.
You're the best. You're the best around.
And with that, thank you so much. I got to turn this and The Simpsons around fucking immediately. Jesus Christ.
Well, if it helps, and I know it barely does.
What?
If I suggested an outro song, I've been doing that a lot lately.
Breakfast Machine by from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I was going to suggest the Scary Clown song because that's also in GTA 5.
Clown song.
Yeah, the Clown Nightmare song
From what?
in Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, wait.
It's the one when the clowns are like
Yes, I got
doing
it.
an operation on his bike, because that's also in GTA 5 when the first weed mission where he has like a crazy dream and he's
That is
shooting
awesome.
clowns.
I didn't
Yeah.
recognize the song.
The second I heard it, I'm like, oh my god, GTA 5 is my favorite game of all time now.
That's the most Tim Burton-y scene in that entire film too.
Yeah.
It is almost it's almost a prequel for Beetlejuice.
And the original Batman, Scary Clowns.
Scary clowns, always scared of them, never stop. That's why you'll never see the clown-focused episode of Laser Time, people, no matter how many of you ask. No one has. But that's it. We got new episodes of everything. Let's put this to an end. Find the clown song. No Breakfast Machine, because Dave doesn't want it. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.